And good morning, Pilipinas! It's a sunny day. Walang mga plano po natin for today, but all enjoy the rest of the day. Napahingat po tayo ha, para mga galing po natin sa araw nito.
And he's moving. He makes you miss, he counter punches. Keeps our head moving, and out. Now, I should have been doing this when I was fighting.
Ano tabi? Opo. Ketik, suka ng musik itu. Bani set. Jangan po. Kapo juga.
Sugar Ray Leonard visits Manny Pacquiao's training camp, offering valuable advice to help him refine his style and sharpen his strategy for the Floyd-Mayweather rematch.
The proper way to execute a punch, and that is the uppercut. The uppercut is here. It's here. But you gotta make sure you're close, within distance of your opponent. So just as long as your head can touch your opponent, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good setup here. And it's here. It's here. It's here. I mean, that kind of punch is deadly. It's a good body shot. I beat a lot of guys with that same shot. Well, more than that, but give it a shot.
Manny Pacquiao trains with full dedication, applying Sugar Ray Leonard's guidance as he fine-tunes his technique and prepares mentally for the fight.
Hey guys, got another tip for you. Throw in the hook. And for me, it was the left hook. Or you can throw a right hook. But the thing about it, you can't be too tight, too rigid, because you take away the power. Be loose. Works every time. Go.
Sugar Ray Leonard demonstrates precise boxing drills, guiding fighters through footwork, punching combinations, and defensive movements to elevate their overall performance.
Oh, side. Ayaw. Ano? Step. Dali kayo pala, no? Champion is here. Six. Tim?
Manny showcases exceptional footwork, moving with speed, balance, and precision. He maintains full control of the ring while smoothly blending offense and defense.
You're at a different stage in your life.
Yeah.
Spiritually, physically, mentally.
Right.
It can be a great fight.
Right.
Or it could be put it this way, it should be done.
It should be done.
It should be.
It will help boxing in the sport. You think the sport needs it?
In a crazy way.
In a crazy way.
Sugar Ray Leonard believes that if the rematch can happen, it should happen. He knows fans will tune in regardless, as the matchup remains highly exciting.
Manny's last fight, he looked phenomenal.
He looks phenomenal.
He looked phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
And Mayweather, the last one he fought a kickboxer. He fought, Conor McGregor. His last few fights were too.
Well, when he beat that guy from
the Asian guy. Yeah.
Sugar Ray Leonard praises Manny's performance in his last fight, highlighting his composure, skill, and sharp technique even after so many years.
For free.
Yeah, for free. You wouldn't pay for it.
No, the thing about it, 40-ish, it's kind of over. It's really over. I went into the ring. My last fight was against Hector Camacho. I was 40 years old. But I was a conditioned 40-year-old. But what happens when you get hit, after being out of the ring for so long, get hit, that hurts now as you get older, as we get older, because we don't understand the impact that it makes. It sounds like it may be a little screwy, but the mind is everything. The mind and the heart. Because when I was younger, I fought with conviction.
Right.
As I got older, I was like, I hit you, but don't hit me back. Right.
He also points out that age affects both fighters, explaining that their bodies no longer move the way they did in their prime, which could impact stamina and performance.
About to make his way back into the ring. I saw him training this morning, but a lot of people are worried about him. You know, he's been inactive. Bob Arum, his longtime, guy, even said, I don't want to see him get hurt. Rooting for him, but I don't want to see him get hurt. What do you think as a guy, who's probably thought about getting back in the ring a few times, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think? The idea of like inactivity when you have somebody who lives his life to do it is a big deal,
It's a big deal, man. I mean, there's no one thing that will really make people understand why we do what we do. But you know what? God bless, stay healthy, and take care.
According to Leonard, Manny Pacquiao still looks healthy and sharp, showing no clear signs of decline. He adds that if Manny wants to fight at this age, he fully supports that decision.
Ayaw kayo buka?
Manny moves confidently during mitt-work with his coach, displaying sharp reflexes, clean technique, and smooth coordination with every punch.
Kapoy na ka!
His speed and accuracy remain impressive. Every punch is well-timed, showing focus, control, and power throughout his training.
I have to make more extra mile to punish myself and able to win the fight. And that's my goal. I'm not underestimating my opponent. I have to make sure that I'm 100% conditioned. I'm still here. Manny Pacquiao is back.
Michael Ren! We're not done yet.
Manny remains fully committed to boxing, pushing through every drill with determination and constantly refining his skills.
Tara, samahan natin sa laban niya.
Ang isang nag-undergo ng training ay hindi lamang po ito para sa ibang tao o para sa kanino man, kundi para din sa ating sarili. We undergo training because we want to learn more and we want to improve ourselves.
Manny Pacquiao's hand speed is still remarkable. Each punch reflects years of dedication and discipline. Even as he gets older, his movements stay sharp, precise, and lightning fast.
boy Fernandez.
Half minute.
His speed is not just natural talent. It's the result of discipline, consistency, and a deep love for boxing. During shadow boxing, Manny moves with grace and control. Every jab, hook, and uppercut is deliberate and precise. His footwork flows effortlessly, maintaining balance and rhythm. Shadow boxing allows him to sharpen timing, distance, and combinations while keeping both his mind and body in sync. Each session reinforces his passion and keeps his skills at an elite level.
And all these things, but the end result is it's on Netflix and you're gonna watch it. I really blame you. Yeah, you. And I'm pointing at y'all. My camera is so crispy, I'm just gonna keep I'm gonna point like the T1000 because my camera work is crispy. I know this hurts, Sarah. Call to John. Call to John, Sarah. Bro, y'all remember in that Terminator 2 when my boy Robert Patrick was like, I know this hurts, Sarah. Call to John. How's Wolfie? Y'all don't really know the movies like me. So, anywho, I can't wait to hear all the comments of, I'm not watching it. This is ridiculous. This is two elderly guys fighting. Oh my God.
Experts discuss the possibility of another fight between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, noting that rematches and comebacks are common in boxing history. However, the main concern is timing, as many believe the fight is happening too late.
Manny are undeniable.
The comments with y'all crying because I feast on your tears. Me, I'm real, so I'm gonna keep it real. I don't have a problem with the fight. You know, what sounds crazier to me is you have people they'll tell you what I'm saying don't make sense, but then they'll say Floyd need to fight Terrence Crawford. Bro, pipe dream. For one, they're cool and cordial with each other. Two, Terrence Crawford just retired and said he wasn't coming back for $100 million. So I don't imagine he would make much more than that fighting Floyd. You know what I mean? Three, notice when it's two black fighters, this is what they do. It's like the lesser two evils. You want to see a younger Crawford fight the 50-year-old, as opposed to the 50-year-old fighting the 40-something-year-old in Manny Pacquiao, and they have bigger brands.
Despite this, analysts agree the fight still holds massive value. Both fighters bring experience, legacy, and global recognition. Fans remain curious to see how these legends perform today.
In Las Vegas, at the Sphere, live on Netflix. I'ma just go back to Floyd Mayweather stating that he's gonna continue to campaign and come back to the sport as a whole. I'm torn on this. Anybody that has followed me, they know that I'm a big Floyd Mayweather fan as a boxer. I've taken a lot from Floyd Mayweather. I've shouted Floyd Mayweather out. I've defended Floyd Mayweather in terms of how commentators and media members have treated him throughout the years, even though Floyd Mayweather is responsible for giving y'all a lot of free lunches at these media events to promote fights, the week of the fight, months before the fight, during the promo tour. Floyd Mayweather is responsible for y'all getting media credentialed at these big fights and getting these free lunches and being a part of a big event. But for years, I've heard people only talk about what Floyd Mayweather wasn't to them, what he did not do.
Andre Ward reflects on Floyd Mayweather's career, defending him against critics. He highlights Floyd's generosity toward media and his smart business approach, which helped him build an extraordinary legacy.
How, even though this was a great event and it's generated tens of millions and in many cases hundreds of millions, he should have stopped him. He was boring. He was this. I've always supported and pushed back on that narrative of Floyd Mayweather. part of that is because of the way Floyd Mayweather goes about his business. He's been filthy rich. He's made his name, his legacy, and a lot of his reputation wasn't just the boxing, it was the money. It's the money man. What I have, what I'm driving, what I'm living in, what I'm flying in. And a lot of people, they don't like that. I don't know if Floyd Mayweather had more supporters for most of his fights or more haters. But regardless of where you fall on that line, Floyd Mayweather made it work for him when many people, promoters included, networks included, early on didn't think that he can do it. But that being said, I got a lot of love for Floyd as a fighter. I've taken a lot from Floyd Mayweather, not personally. I didn't have a personal relationship with Floyd Mayweather throughout my career.
Ward also emphasizes Floyd's financial success and disciplined mindset. Even those who criticize him cannot deny the impact he has made both inside and outside the ring.
Floyd with the 3 fights that's coming up. Floyd Mayweather, Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather. I think the guy's from Greece or something like that. What do you feel about great champions doing these kind of fights as well? Or just these kind of fights that's going on?
They need money.
Damn.
Yeah, when you need money. This is the problem with boxing. You think about financial literacy, right? And you talk about like NFL players or NBA players. There's support systems for those dudes. There's nothing like that for fighters. They got to figure it out all themselves. And if you're a fighter, that means you did not have options.
Right.
Yeah. It's not like basketball or football. If you could, like, by the way, football players couldn't play basketball or they play basketball. It's a better deal, right? That's if you can, you do. And boxers couldn't do either one of those things, right? They're too small or they got hurt, whatever it is. And so you're dealing with a section of our world.
Max Kellerman points out a harsh truth about boxing. Many fighters struggle after their prime because they dedicate their entire lives to the sport without preparing for life outside it.
And on top of that, there's no support or kind of structure in place to help them at all. And so what usually happens with almost every fighter who ever lived, not everyone, but most of them, is they wind up going broke at a certain point, right? First of all, taxes, child support, all that kind of stuff, that promoters, this and that, and then just the way you spend your money. Could be bad investments. You could try to do the right thing and wind up with bad investments. You could just spend too much. And the thing is, if you're not the best in the world anymore, but you're one of, let's say, the 50 best in the world at what you do in your weight class still, hard to tell that dude, you can make $100 million. No, don't do that because you're old.
Right.
Why would he not do that?
Kellerman explains that this cycle is common. Fighters spend decades perfecting their craft only to face uncertainty later. For many, returning to the ring becomes a necessity rather than a choice.